Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm filming episode 45 of my new makeup releases Monday video. So if you guys have never seen these videos before, then just keep watching. If this is your first time on my channel, welcome. My name is KARENHARRIS. I like to film tan girl friendly makeup videos here on YouTube. Every Monday I sit down and we talk about all the new makeup that has been shown and we chat about it. Do we think it's cute? Is it ugly? All of the things, should we set it on fire? Listen, okay? These things are very important. And so what's better than to sit down every Monday and chat about it? I did miss last Monday because we had a little bit of a technical crisis. So I do apologize, but that just means that this is going to be an extra long episode and I have my jug of water with me so we can hydrate through it. Yeah, every Monday this is what we do. I also love eyeshadow palettes and I definitely love new makeup, so highly recommend subscribing. I'm going to try to post every day for the rest of the month up until Christmas, fingers crossed. You know, nothing ever really goes according to plan with my life, but that's all right. That's neither here nor there. Subscribe, turn on the bell so you're notified every time I post, and without further blabbering, let's get into it. Okay, first of all, you guys are probably wondering what amazing palette I have on my eyes today. It's kind of a newer one. Glamlite Cosmetics sent me their glamorous palette and I finally had the time to sit down and play with it. So this look and this video is going to be coming up soon. Definitely stay tuned because I think that we had a lot of fun playing with it. And I think that's it for announcement type stuff. So let's go ahead and talk new releases because there are some really good ones to chat about. Okay, so the last time I filmed this video was the Monday before Black Friday, and there were so many new drops for Black Friday too, so we've got to talk about those. But one of the newest products that I have with me, and Sigma probably just announced this or is about to announce it, but they did send me their new Infinity Point lipsticks. Now they've had this formula before, but they've reformulated and they redid 3 of the original shades and then they launched 4 new shades. As you can see here, it says these are nutrition rich, hydrating, enriched with jojoba oil, vitamin E, sunflower seed oil. Now I am wearing the shade Red Velvet on my lips today. It's so pretty. Also, I did swatch all of these shades on my arm, so I'll go ahead and just pop it on the screen just so you guys can see. These are very mauve-y red shades, which is of course perfect for the holiday season. But as a brown nude lover, I will say I feel like Red Velvet looks like a brown nude on me. And also I felt that way with the shade Deja Vu. So there is some hope there because, I mean, I will wear a mauve lip, but I definitely prefer brown nudes. So that is definitely something to take a look and consider. And the shade Ecstasy is like the perfect holiday red for you guys. So yeah, how cute is this? I love this so much. This is a very hydrating lip formula, and when I tested these out, I definitely said in that video that these were definitely made to last a Midwest winter. I feel like these are going to be nice and hydrated. So these are launching on December 6th, and you can use my code KHMAKEUP10 to save on anything on the Sigma website. They're also having a ton of sales, and I know you guys are probably sick of hearing about this already, but I did get the chance to create a favorites bundle with Sigma Beaute, so that's always linked in my description box if you guys want to pick that up. I mean, it's really good. There's 4 of my favorite Sigma products in there, so highly recommend. That is the one new release that I have with me, and some of these I've already received in PR, but I'm not going to dig through my collection. And then if you guys are watching this on Monday, which is the day I'm posting it, I did just post my eyeshadow palette collection video 2022 on my channel yesterday, so if you missed it, highly recommend watching it because listen, I put hours into that video and I think it's really good. It might be one of the best videos on my channel this year, so highly recommend checking that out as well. I just have to plug myself because who else is gonna plug me if I don't do it myself? So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and move on over to the side so we can insert some pictures of some new releases right here. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with something that's so delicious. This is a reveal of the new winter collection from Colourpop. Now, I feel like Colourpop always launches a mega palette around New Year's time, or like after Christmas. That's what I remember, because I know some of those more neutral palettes definitely came out around New Year's time. So I don't know if this is coming out like this week or if it's like something in the future that got leaked. But honestly, this is so pretty. I'm really hoping this is their launch this week. So this is the Aurora Struck eyeshadow palette. 3 lip oils, shimmering body oil, and 3 light sticks. I honestly don't really care about any of the things in this collection other than the eyeshadow palette. I will say it reminds me a little bit of the BH Cosmetics. They did like a zodiac palette, like a sun and a moon. Definitely giving me the moon palette vibes, but that palette I recently featured in the like makeup I would recommend to my worst enemy video. So clearly that tells you how I feel about that palette. So I'm hoping this one is going to give me that vibe, but with that good Colourpop quality. So I'm so excited. There are some really dark mattes in here that definitely look like for black eyeshadows, but depending on the rows, I feel like they're gonna just be the dark mattes. So that first row looks like cool tone brown mauve shades, so I'm guessing that last shade is gonna be more like brown or mauve leaning. And then the third row looks like blues, so I'm guessing the shade, I can't see what it's called. It definitely looks like a navy blue, and then the green row, the dark green, and then that last shade I think is a black shade. So I don't think all those mattes are black eyeshadows, obviously, but it's definitely a big palette. I feel like this could have been a smaller palette, but also Colourpop does have quads with these shades in them, so it's really nice that they did it in a mega palette format. And I saw a comment because I posted this on my community tab, I think on Saturday, and somebody said, this is what the Lunar Beauty Advent Calendar palette should have been. And I was like, oh my god, so totally right, because this is exactly what I was expecting from the Lunar Beauty Advent Calendar. So you know what, it's fine. I will take Colourpop's version. There are a few things I've been eyeing on the Colourpop website, but it's mostly blushes, and they did have some decent sales the past couple of weeks, but I was resisting. But if this palette comes out, I think I'm gonna grab, there's like 3 red blushes from Colourpop I have my eye on. The one from High School Musical, because my friend Angie raves about it. There's also a red one that came out with that like collaboration they did with like Marielle or someone, and that's a super shock. And then there's one in the It's a Small World collection, which we didn't get to talk about last week, so we're going to talk about today. But yeah, there's like 3 red blushes I have my eye on this palette, so definitely thinking about grabbing those. Next, we have some new products from e.l.f. Cosmetics. So they're launching more shades in their Luminous Putty Bronzer, which is $7. Putty to Powder Bronzer with a glowing finish, a lightweight and buildable formula infused with a hint of shimmer for a natural sun-kissed glow, enriched with argan oil and vitamin E. I never actually ended up trying their putty bronzer. I do have, I think, like 2 or 3 putty blushes, but I didn't try the bronzers, so maybe eventually I will. These look beautiful. These are luminous. I think the other ones are matte. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I really like some of the e.l.f. makeup I've tried. It's so good, especially for the price point too. I mean, I definitely don't need another cream blush, but I mean, if I see this at like Target or something, I might be tempted to grab it. I haven't filmed my blush declutter / like collection video yet, so I'm a little bit scared. My blush, did I say blush? I meant bronzer. My bronzer collection was at some point definitely the least amount of like face makeup I had. Like of all the categories, my bronzer was definitely the most in control, but I feel like that train left the station this year. But anyway, we also have a Lash and Roll mascara for $6. It's a curling mascara for visibly lifted lashes with a double-sided and curved silicone brush. in black, pitch black, and deep brown. I would definitely snag this if I saw it at the store because I like drugstore mascaras. I haven't found a really good one in a long time. So yeah, I would be very, very curious to grab that mascara as well. Next we have from Made by Mitchell. So they're launching the Blush Press Blusher. Velvet texture, buttery pressed pigments in 12 shades. I really like the shades that he does for his blush line. I think it's very like, not that it's different, but kind of like those yellow and orange like mango shades. I don't feel like a lot of brands do those. We also have pressed bronzers, and there's 8 shades of those. So these colors are pretty nice. I haven't looked at these very closely, but the thing is the packaging. I mean, I get that, you know, you want to be your biggest like cheerleader, of course, but Mitchell is like a pro makeup artist, and I cannot imagine a pro makeup artist wanting to store those components. Like, they're such an awkward shape. So I don't know if they're removable. Like, that would make sense. Like, you could depot them into like a bigger Z palette or something just for like convenience, because like storing that would be such a pain in the butt. So I kind of want to try it, but I also like don't know if I can deal with that component. Also, listen, I haven't edited my blush collection video yet, but it was long and it was treacherous. So do I really need another blush right now? The answer is always no. And I just told you guys I want like 3 from Colourpop, so I probably really don't have any business buying any, but if it does come to Beauty Bay, I might be tempted. And then we have color cases, cosmetic paint palette, and spatula brushes, and these are multi-use products. A 12 pot palette of cream formula that dries to a matte finish. So there's the essentials and the electrics. I think this would be perfect if you're like a working makeup artist. I mean, some of those I think you could use like for concealer, for brows, eyeliners, like so many different uses, eyeshadow bases, face painting, all kinds of stuff. I really need to declutter my pigments and paints drawer. I'm dreading it. I'm dreading it. I know a lot of the eyeliners and stuff are probably dried out, so it's definitely going to be one of the more boring collection videos, but I need to do it. So I think it's nice that those exist, but it's definitely a pass for me for now. Next we have from Kylie Cosmetics. They're launching lip kits. 7 lip kits with velvet finish, including liquid lipsticks plus a lip liner. So I feel like this is such a throwback when we talk about Kylie lip kits, because that's kind of where the Kylie like craze started with the lip kits. But remember when they first came out, like they were so drying. I haven't really been tempted to buy a Kylie lip kit since, so I'm definitely not buying these. Plus the shades, they're like very much mauve-y lip shades. And then we've got some pinks and some reds, so definitely not colors that I'm going to use. So it's an easy pass for me. Okay, so here is the other Colourpop collection that launched this past week. This is a Colourpop x Disney collaboration, and it's called It's a Small World. Now, I immediately thought of the song. I didn't know that there was a ride in Disneyland that was like kind of, apparently from what I've heard, seems like kind of a slow moving ride, which is honestly kind of my vibe. I'm not like really big on heights and roller coasters and stuff, so that does sound like more my speed. But let's talk about this collection. So there is a Small World pressed powder palette for $22. I did hear whispers on the internet that the different pan shapes were driving people bananas. Personally, it doesn't really bother me. I haven't watched any videos on this collection yet, so I'll have to like keep an eye out. But I don't know, I just played with the Glamorous palette from Glamnatrix Cosmetics, and that palette has like some mints like this, and I just think it's like a more souped up version of this palette, so I'm happy with that. I definitely don't want the palette. And then here's the powder blushes that are $14 each. This is that one that has that like burgundy, like Merlot. Is Merlot a red wine? Listen, I'm not a wino. I don't know why I went there. But Bordeaux? No. Listen, I don't know. Anyway, that red, it looks so pretty. It kind of reminds me of red vino from Milani. So I definitely kind of want to try that, especially if I can get it on a sale. So anyway, we've got 3 blushes. The mauve, I don't need. That light pink is going to look so gray on me. So those are a pass. We've got two tie-dye Super Shock highlighters. Those are so pretty, but I don't need a highlighter, and I feel like one shade looks too light and one shade looks too dark, so I'm gonna pass. And then we have some Smooth Sailing French Kiss glossy lip stains, and I don't need glossy lip stains, so that's gonna get passed. But yeah, I definitely have my eye on that blush, so we'll see if I end up getting it. Okay, so Milk decided that they were gonna launch brow products. So they launched the Perfectionist Brow Ultrafine Pen for $24, the Max Hold Brow Gel for $25, brow pencil for $22, and then you can get a bundle for $50. So I'm not really like a big brow pencil person. I will use my Patrick Ta brow gel because I like to keep my brows in place, but I'm like old school. I still like to use just like a powder for my brows, and I do have pretty naturally full brows, so it doesn't take a whole lot. I just like to make that shape with it and then just use a brow gel. So this isn't for me, but I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like Melt was like so iconic. I just feel like their holiday collection just didn't live up to their reputation for me this year. And I mean, I'm glad they're like adding to their collection and like making their collection fuller, but I'm also like really bummed that we didn't get like a spectacular holiday collection, because they're one of the brands that I always expect to be blown away by, and this year was just kind of a letdown. Okay, next we have from Byredo. This is the Purple Echo eyeshadow palette, 5 colors, limited edition for $58. Now, I'm not the one to shy away from paying ridiculous amounts of money for eyeshadow palettes. I did buy the Lisa Eldridge palette, which has 6 shadows for like, was it like $69 for that? I can't remember. So these prices aren't very far off. I do like purple eyeshadow. I would be curious to try Byredo's formula, but I definitely feel like I already have those colors in my collection. And with the end of the year coming so fast and furious, I've been trying so hard to buy less makeup, especially eyeshadows, because I literally have a basket about this big that is full of eyeshadow palettes that I haven't tried yet. So one of my goals is to just knock out videos with those. So I'm trying really hard not to buy eyeshadow palettes for the rest of the year. Next we have from NYX and Avatar, the Way of Water makeup collection. I can't remember. I feel like I watched Avatar. I feel like Avatar came out when I lived in America. Is that right? I feel like, and then I was like, oh my God, this movie is so hyped. I don't think I saw it in theaters. I'm not like a big like alien movie person, but anyway, I did watch it. Yes, I remember now. Definitely not a diehard Avatar person, but anyway, so this collection is pretty big. They've got the color palette for $40, 25 eye-catching vegan shades inspired by the bioluminescent hues. Pandora Paradise palette, $25, 6 shades face palette. Biolumin sticks, $15. These are highlighters. Lip glosses for $9. Avatar paper lipstick for $10.50. We've got a SFX paint for $13 and a mist for $10. So yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm just not the biggest Avatar fan, so I couldn't see myself buying this collection. I'm happy it exists for the people that love this type of stuff and this is like their fandom, like they love Avatar. I think it looks really cool. I just could not own that eyeshadow palette. It does look like a big like a rainbow palette. Face palette does look tempting because I like the shades that they chose, kind of different shades, but overall it's gonna be a quick pass for me. Then we have the Sephora sale. Yeah, no, I'm not stuttering there. There is another Sephora sale. It's like a coupon, so you get one time to use 20% off for Sephora one last time. And honestly, I'm a little bit excited because there are a few things I forgot to pick up during the Sephora sale this year. So let me just hop on over to my Sephora cart and tell you guys what's in it. And you guys let me know if I need to add anything or take anything out. God damn it, the Laneige Lip Glowy Balm in Peach is out of stock. That's annoying. I wanted to get that. And then I thought maybe I should grab a Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray because mine's kind of low. I really want to try the Hourglass Vanish Airbrush Concealer, so I might get that. My friend Heather loves the Givenchy Loose Setting Powder, so I might get that. I kind of want to try this Fenty Plush Pudding Intensive Recovery Lip Mask because I can never find a good lip mask. Oh no, another thing sold out that I wanted. The Brazilian Crush 68 Beia Flor Fragrance Mist is sold out. I want to pick up a Glow Recipe Avocado Melt Retinol Eye Cream. That one really works for me on the under eyes, especially to get rid of milia. And then I was realizing that my Tatcha Rice Skin Wash is low, so I'm going to pick one of those up. But yeah, there's a few things that are out of stock, which is kind of a bummer for me, but hopefully it'll come back in stock. So those are some of the things. In case you guys were like, why are we getting another Sephora coupon? Listen, I'm very happy we got it on one because there's a few things I forgot to buy during the Sephora sale, so I need it. I need it. Okay, next let's talk about the Charlotte Tilbury Kissing Lipsticks. These are limited edition. So we have 3 shades. We've got Nude Talk, Chic Pink, and Rosy Seduction. Nude Talk does sound like something I'd be into. It's a warm caramel nude with a kiss of peachy pink. But on the darker skin tone, it looks like a very light nude shade. Sort of like concealer lips, and I don't think I need that right now. So I'm going to go ahead and pass on that. And then Juvia's Place has been very busy. They launched the Coffee Shop eyeshadow palette and like collection with 12 lip glosses for $10 each. And oh my gosh, I thought about buying this palette just because it seemed like it was something you guys were really interested in, but I just couldn't justify owning this because I have so many neutral eyeshadow palettes that I love already, and I've just been buying less Juvia's Place this year. So also, not to mention, I have a Juvia's Place palette from this year. Actually, I have 2 of them that I haven't even used, so why am I buying more Juvia's Place? So I'm a little bit bummed, but it looks like such a gorgeous collection, and they also launched some lip liners. Juvia's Place makes some of the best lip products. If you ever see them on sale, highly recommend grabbing them. Even if they're not on sale, honestly, they're so good. Highly recommend the formulas. And then they also launched a smaller palette. Let me go ahead and find that so I can talk about them together. It's called the Fula palette, I believe. And it's this really cute, like $10 colorful eyeshadow palette, and I again almost bought it, but I wasn't sure about the color story. And yeah, I have a massive mini eyeshadow palette collection from Juvia's Place because I was gonna film my mini eyeshadow palette separate from my bigger eyeshadow palettes. So you guys haven't even seen my full eyeshadow palette collection yet, and I know a lot of those are Juvia's Place, so I really need to pare those down. So as tempted as I was to get this, I decided to go ahead and pass on both of them. One of the PR lists I would love to be on, honestly, in 2023 would be Juvia's Place because I've loved that brand for such a long time, and I just think it would be so cool. So anyway, I'm just manifesting things here, don't mind me. Next we have from Glamlight. They launched this collection with strawberry shortcake, and there's an eyeshadow palette. We've got some glosses, lipsticks, lashes, a makeup sponge, and a blush. I'm not gonna lie, I really was just only interested in the eyeshadow palette. There was a coupon that saved you like 20 bucks on this collection. So I decided to go ahead and buy the collection because I figured even if I decided not to use like the gloss and stuff, I could put it in a giveaway for you guys. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So we'll see once it comes. I'm not gonna make any promises because I might change my mind and decide to keep everything, but at that price point, I thought it was such a good deal to get the whole PR box for $50. So I went ahead and grabbed it. Let me know, did you guys get it or did you decide to pass? I think a lot of you did end up buying that collection because a lot of you had nostalgia attached to strawberry shortcake. Next, this is that plush pudding from Fenty that I was telling you guys about. So yeah, I'm curious, especially if I can get it for 20% off. It says that it is an intensive recovery lip mask, lip care for naturally luscious, plumper looking skin. That sounds very, very exciting. I'm definitely here for it. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about some more new makeup releases. We have the reveal of the Flower Nose Chocolate Wander Shop, and there's 8 color eyeshadow palettes in 3 color stories, lip creams, blushes, contour, highlight palette, mascara, perfumes, mirrors, hair clips, brushes, gift box, and drinking tumbler. Oh my gosh. So this brand definitely was flying under my radar, but I was watching Annette. She did like an eyeshadow palette tag video, and she was talking about how this brand has like one of her favorite eyeshadow formulas, and she showed the most like neutral on Annette like palette that I've ever seen, and I was like shook. Like I was shook. I was shaken. I was quaking. Annette, if you watch this video, you know there's no shade to you, girl. I was just so shocked by how much you liked the eyeshadow from this brand. So yeah, now they have my attention. I feel like there's a lot of indie brands that I really haven't been paying attention to this year, but it's so hard because I feel like there's so many brands I already cover, and if I add anything else to my plate, I'll probably like go back to my like over consuming kind of ways. So I do have to be careful. But listen, Flower Nose has me intrigued thanks to Annette, because yeah, I mean like that palette was literally like 5 shades of brown, and you guys know Annette is the like most like vibrant, colorful eye makeup looks. Like Annette's where you want to go. So I was like, oh my gosh, she must really like the formula if she's talking about it as one of her favorite eyeshadow palettes of 2022. So I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye on Flower Nose. Nothing in that collection is really catching my eye, but it's supposed to drop this week, so I will definitely take a peek once that launches. Next, okay, I kind of want this. I kind of want this. So now I have 2 eyeshadow palettes from Martine Cosmetics that I want. I have 2 that I showed in my eyeshadow palette collection video that I bought this year that I still haven't used, and now I want this one, and I want that Mission X Alien Invasion looking palette they launched like a couple of months ago. But this is like their like ski theme palette. It's so cute and festive looking. They do kind of that trunk packaging, but it's not as obnoxious as Jeffree Star's packaging. And then this one, it looks like the front is like a sweater material, so I'm like, oh my god, that's so cute. Like I really, really want that. So yeah, I got my eye on that palette. I'm definitely planning on picking that up. I think it's gonna come to Beauty Bay, so I plan on snagging it when that happens. Okay, so I didn't get to really fully talk about these palettes from Ace Beaute last week because I wasn't able to film, but I did get these and I did post 2 looks with these palettes. But these are the Ace Beaute Envy palette and then the Aura palette. These are so good, you guys. I mean, I like the Paletopoly palette, but these might be the best palettes that Ace Beaute has done, like of all time, but even just this year. So pigmented, amazing color stories. I'm so obsessed with them, and so I just want to mention them. If you haven't seen my video, highly recommend checking it out. If you haven't picked these up, they are available. They launch on Cyber Monday, and I do have an affiliate code with Ace Beaute. So if you use KHMAKEUP, you will save, I think, 10% on their site. I actually ended up placing an Ace Beaute order on Black Friday because they had a stellar Black Friday sale, and you could also stack my coupon. So I used my own coupon code to save some money. But I got 2 of their new liquid lipstick shades because you guys know I love their liquid lipsticks. And I got their Ambiance palette. I know it's a bit of an older palette, but I want to try it out for myself. And then I got their blush, bronzer, and highlighter palette because I want to do like a almost full face of Ace Beaute. So yeah, I did snag some things. I don't know where that package is, but I feel like everything's going to be slower because of the holiday season, but I'm anticipating it'll get here soon. So yeah, I had to mention that. Okay, let's talk about this Gloss Gods Smoke and Mirror Remix palette. So this is $38, 12 pan cool tone palette. And this is already available. I feel like Gloss Gods is one of those like international makeup brands that I need to pay better attention to. They have some really cute color stories. I believe this is a Swedish brand, and I know my friend Angie has done videos with their stuff. So, I mean, you guys know I'm not like the biggest cool tone person, but this color story looks fabulous and the swatches look so, so nice. So I think I might have to add Gloss Gods to my like 2023 like eyeshadow palette brands that I might want to try. Also, this one I'm kind of like on the fence about. I was on the website when these launched and I was gonna buy it, and then I was like, Karen, like you don't need more eyeshadows. So these are the new Paws and Claws palettes from Menagerie. And I collect Menagerie eyeshadow palettes, but I just had to take a step back because I can't buy everything. And yeah, so these are their Paws and Claws, and these hadn't been shown when I filmed episode 44. Now we can see the colors. So Paws is like a green blue, which like definitely caught my eye. And then Claws is more like a red, purpley, green tone palette. So they're $35 each, which doesn't seem like a lot, but when I added both of them into my cart, like I was looking at paying like close to $80, $90 on this two palettes, and I was trying so hard not to shop during Black Friday, you guys. I did end up having to buy a new battery for my laptop, and I did buy new lights for my YouTube space, and so I have a lot of other stuff that I ended up spending money on. So yeah, I had to cut back on the makeup, but I just wanted to mention that those were shown, and I'm curious if you guys picked those up or not. Okay, next we have from the drugstore. This is the Profusion Cosmetics Holiday Collection, and it's Sweet Holiday and Merry Moments. So there's two collections, and oh my gosh, I feel like Profusion, like their core line is so good, and then I see like their holiday collections and like random little collections that they do here and there, and I'm like, gosh, you're just doing the same thing over and over and over again. Those face products look promising, but like the candy canes, the sugar cookies palettes, I don't like that pan shape. I just feel like it's a no for me. I mean, it looks cute. I don't know. It's not for me. It's not for me. It does look drugstore. Their makeup is good. So if I like didn't have as much makeup as I do, maybe it's something I would be interested in, but it's an easy pass for me. And let's go ahead and talk about Lethal Cosmetics. They did launch a new collection, but I also want to mention that they are available on Beauty Bay now, so that is an option too for you guys to shop. And oh my gosh, they have like my favorite like marble blushes that Lethal launched on the Beauty Bay website. And tomorrow I'm actually going to have a video with their new collection. So these are their Metamorphosis and Evergreen palettes. And they also sent me their eye brush set, which is upstairs. I've been using these in my Shop My Stash, but this is their Evergreen palette. It's so beautiful, you guys. And then I did do a look with the Metamorphosis palette. It's already on my Instagram as a reel, but in tomorrow's video you guys will see this palette in action. I decided to just do like one eye look on both eyes, but these palettes, without giving too much away, are so stunning. I wasn't expecting Lethal to launch anything so close to the end of the year, but they did kill it with this new collection as well. So I do have a non-affiliate Lethal Cosmetics code if you guys are interested. It's just KHMAKEUP, and I think it'll save you on the Lethal Cosmetics website. Okay, so I was pretty much done, but I do have one other quick announcement because I don't think I said this out loud. But Clionadh Cosmetics actually gave me an affiliate code now. That's pretty awesome because you guys know if it's an affiliate code, I will make a commission. So it's nice to have affiliate codes because it really does help me with my channel. I mean, I do make money on AdSense, but affiliate codes can be very lucrative, especially when there's a new launch. So I appreciate you guys using any of my codes, but they have a new like collection that they launched for holiday. And it's so cute, and they also have like a bunch of nail polishes they've launched and things like that. I don't know if their Black Friday sale is still going on, but if you guys are shopping the Clionadh website, you can use the code KHMAKEUP and save on there. I wanted to mention the Sydney Grace holiday bundle. So December 1st is here, which means a new monthly bundle. This bundle consists of 6 single shadows that are not new to the Sydney Grace lineup. The shadows may not be new, but they sure are beautiful. The bundle includes 6 single shadows and a sticker for $20. These colors are so cute. This is like so festive. I do have a lot of Sydney Grace singles though, so it's not something I'm planning on purchasing. But in case you guys are really into single shadows, I did want to mention that as well. And I have one more. I wanted to talk about these new little palettes from Viseart. So it says, celebrate the splendor of our sparkling season inside the Viseart Winter Wonderland, freshly crafted by artisans for your For your delication and delight, our beautiful polished Petite Fours Winter 2022 collection has arrived. And there's a whole big description. There's one that I really, really like, the color story. And I'm so tempted to buy this, but Violetta, that's the one I want. No, is that the one I want? Let me see. Hold on. I will put a picture of it, but it's a really cute collection. I do have some petites from previous launches, but yeah, I decided again that I don't need any more eyeshadow palettes, so I'm trying to be good. But okay, that's it. I'm done. I'm done. My mouth is hurting from talking. I'm tired. I need to edit, and yeah, that's good. We will have episode 46 next week, so stay tuned. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe because I do post a video like this every Monday, almost all Mondays. And yeah, that's it, you guys. I will see you tomorrow in another video. Bye.